Be nice, Kevin.
Love Miss Peterson, that's all.
You want to get that on record, huh? All right, guys. Today, we're going to get through a lot. You guys already know a lot of this, believe it or not. Okay? But I think we're gonna make a bunch of things make sense to you guys today. All right, like radicals. That's what goes in that first blank. Adding and subtracting of radicals is kind of like terms, which you guys are pros at. Like terms. Like radicals have the same radicand, where unlike radicals.
Radicand, there's like just everything in there.
Right. If that's the stuff underneath the square root symbol, is the radicand. Okay? If they're like, you can add them together or subtract them. If they're unlike, you cannot do anything with them. All right? You can add or subtract radicals that are like. So I would think about this just like you thought about like terms. And if you had like your first group of problems, you guys would be done in like a minute with your homework. This stuff is so easy. And just to think of them as like terms, like everybody look at my hand.
Yep.
Pretend I have 3 radical 11s in there. Pretend. Everybody see them? I add 2 more radical 11s to them. What do I have?
6 radical 11s.
Oh my god.
5 radical 11s.
Oh my god.
Get your calculator out, Mr. Olson.
Oh my god.
3 plus 2 is 5. So,
Are you kidding me? 5 radical 11?
5 radical 11. They're like terms. 3 radical 11s plus 2 radical 11s would make
I was
5
jumping ahead to the multiplying section.
Yeah.
How about B?
14
Oh, God.
15,
This is
15.
going down.
15.
This is going downhill fast.
15
radical
radical
10.
10. He's just
Hey, what's the coefficient of just radical 10?
15 radical 10.
Wow.
A sneaky 1.
So,
So 1 radical 10
Oh,
plus 14 radical
I just made
10s
up for it.
would give me 15 radical 10s. And then look to simplify that. Okay, any number, guys, that's under the radical, especially if it's an even number like 10, I'm always like, can I simplify radical 10? I didn't even worry about the 11 because that's a prime number. You can't simplify radical 11. How about radical 10? Can you simplify it? No. You're done.
Oh!
Now, some of them, you can add 2 of them together, and then the third one is not like it, so you can't add that one with the, you can't add radical 2s with radical 5s. They ain't like.
Alright.
Final answer.
negative 4 radical 5 minus 6 radical 2.
Negative 4 radical 5 minus 6 radical 2.
I could do this.
We should do this on our home.
You will. This is part of your homework. Okay?
Maybe all of them.
All right. Next one, similar to that. Your radical 2s are like, but your radical 3 is different. Sodaro, final answer to D.
Alright, yeah. Radical 2 plus 4 radical 2.
Yeah, Sean.
Dang!
He's a very
Well done, Sean. Okay, somebody last period, they want to put a 1 in front of the radical 2. 1 radical 2.
I did.
Okay. Is that okay? Yeah, do you need it? No. All right, next one. This is where kids were like, do we simplify first and then add? Or do we add and then simplify?
Add then simplify.
Do you think it matters?
Add then
All
simplify.
right, let's do them today because both these can be combined and then simplify. Let's do the first one where we add them together first and then simplify. And then this one we're going to simplify first and then add them together. See what you get to choose which way you like to do it. So just adding them together, Aaron, what do we get?
Negative 23 radical 8.
Negative 23 radical 8.
Nice job, Aaron.
But now, radical 8 can be simplified.
I knew you could do it.
Negative 23 radical. What perfect square is in radical 8?
2
4.
times 4.
So, I'm going to make my radical 8 become 4 times 2. Show this step, please, people. Okay. Briggs, what's the square root of 4?
2.
Times it by the negative 23 that's already out there.
Negative 46. Oh, radical 2.
Radical 2. That's the final answer.
3.
So, that's adding first, simplifying second. You're not showing any work.
Yeah.
You're not showing any work.
I did.
No, you didn't.
He's talking back.
All right. Now, watch what happens. See what? I don't care which way you do it. But let's simplify these first and then subtract them. 4. What perfect square is inside 32?
16.
16 times 2 minus 10 radical. 16 times 2. What's the square root of 16?
4.
Pull it out. 16 radical 2 minus 40 radical 2. Final answer.
Negative 24 radical.
Okay. Do you guys like subtracting them first and then simplifying them?
Yeah.
Or then simplifying and then subtracting them?
Subtract the first one.
Yeah. This way, guys, believe it or not, that way's better. E.
Yeah.
Put them together first and then simplify. Because look, you only have to simplify one answer instead of trying to simplify 2. So, all right. Sometimes you will have to.
Simplify.
That's what I'm thinking the word is.
Eat.
Simplify. Guys, I'm hungry. Don't talk about food night now.
I just had a banana. It's delicious.
Well, it's right.
Sometimes you will have to simplify the radicals to make them like radicands. For example, look at A. Kids see that, but they can't do anything. They're not like.
Is there any no solutions?
Okay? There's not any else.
There's gonna be a way.
Many times, the smaller radicand is the radicand that you're going to try to make. So, what's smaller, guys? 3 or 12?
3.
I bet the 12 can become a 3.
Yeah.
No. way.
Everybody simplify radical 12 and watch how it becomes a 3, and then subtract them.
So we can just get rid
Show work. How many people got 7 radical 3 minus 2 radical 3?
Yeah, I did.
Now, subtract them. Final answer is
5 radical.
5 radical 3. Again, several steps to get there. The next one, what radical are we probably going to make? 5. You're never going to make radical 20. Okay? The 5 can't become a 20.
Getting sick already, radical science.
Yeah. I get a little tired of
Do
them.
we have to put the arrow at the front?
Ooh,
We just do it straight up, like a box.
What do you do this?
Could we?
Hook. I call it a hook. Okay?
So much more work.
Square root of 4 is 2. What do we do with the 2 that comes out in the 3 that's already there? Multiply.
Can we just put the hook and then the line?
6 radical 5 plus 2 radical 5.
8 radical.
Shoot someone.
That's the best game ever.
Quinn Livin, final answer.
8 radical 5.
8 radical 5.
Remember when you get so close to the top and then you go down the chute?
Then you flip the board and your mom gets mad. Hey, what's that?
All right, let's roll. I bet that 27 will become a radical 3.
No.
Yeah.
I bet that radical 27 becomes a radical 3. Be smart. Work smarter, not harder.
Or harder and smarter.
Or not.
Let's see, that's a 3.
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
just
doing
Pearson's
that.
15.
How many people got negative 13 radical 3?
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
I don't know.
Okay, that's adding, subtracting, simplifying them. Jump to the next page, please. All right, on F, we need to add an extra radical to it.
Was it negative 13?
Yes, it
What
was.
about D and E?
D and E, we're going to do those in a minute. Yeah, go ahead and do D and E first, and then on F, I need you guys to add a radical 48 to the end of that problem. It's supposed to be there. The type somehow got deleted when we wrote it up.
Mr. Taylor make these notes.
So I think Perlo made these up.
Wait, plus? Wait, so
I'm in charge of course 3 right now for the next
wait,
week.
it's true that you have to do, like the square root of, or just like the two things that multiply to make 45, one has to be 5 because it's in the radical sign.
If they simplify, yes. But I think more one of them has to be a perfect square, Al. That's more important. So how does 45 break up that way, Al?
Like a pizza.
9 times 5.
Just cut it.
Okay? The 9 comes out, radical 9 comes out as a 3 times the 6 makes 8 radical 5 minus 18 radical 5. Anybody else get negative 10 radical 5?
See,
Oh, you bet I did.
Did I do that one right?
Yeah.
Okay.
F is
Wait, the next one, if I take a 4 out of 32, I get 8 and not a 2.
You could do 16.
Ah, do the biggest
And
one.
you have to
Do 16.
You just find a number that
And if you don't,
you just take the
First one,
take one
Just
divided by the number.
Right.
And it should be.
and it should work. It should be a perfect square then.
If it's not, what happens?
Then you can't simplify. Is
Okay.
it 20 radical 2? So was it 27 radical 2?
Yeah.
Anybody else get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, show your work. You will get more of them right that way. All right, on F, please add that plus radical 48 there. Okay? Because we wanted to show you what happens where one of them might be different than the others. Okay? Let's see. Can anybody see a perfect square inside 288? Big perfect square.
144 and 2.
144.
wow.
144 times 2. Okay? Plus, what do you guys see 50 as?
25.
Ah, there's our 2's, guys. We're going to have a radical 2 here at the end of all this.
Oh, so then it's 49
49 times 2. And then minus, excuse me, plus. Yeah, that's what they want to do last time. They want to do 24 times 2, but neither one of those are a perfect
Yeah.
square.
16.
16 and
4.
16 and 3. Very good.
So this one's not going to be like 2.
Well, 3 of them are going to be like, and one of them is going to be different. You can have that. That's why we put that on here. So, 12 radical 2 plus 5 radical 2 minus 7 radical 2 plus 4 radical 3. Okay, 3 of them are like. What's 12 radical 2 plus 5 radical 2? 17 minus 7 is 10. Is it 10 radical 2? Did I do that one right? Plus 4 radical 3.
That's a
And you cannot do anything with that. You're good to go. Okay. Try the next one. Break them up.
okay.
Let's go red. Madeline, what do you see there at the beginning? Radical 12. $75. The 75. 25 times 3. Were they all radical 3's, guys, at the end? Sweet. You can simplify them all. Or, I mean, you can add them all together after we simplify them. Okay. Pull the perfect squares out, Briggs. What do we get?
18 radical 3 plus 16 radical 3 plus 10 radical.
And that will all be
And that's a wrap.
44.
44 radical 3?
You betcha.
Well done, people. Well done. Well done, Mauer. There was a Joe Mauer commercial a couple years ago where some guy comes in. Well done, Mauer. All right. So that was adding and subtracting. Okay. Now we're going to multiply. And just like terms, with radicals, we can multiply them together. You just got to make sure you multiply your whole numbers that are outside the radicals. Those go together. And then the radicals go together. Can't combine them. Okay? Kids are always like, what's 7 times radical 3?
7 times radical 3.
7 radical 3. Okay, you can't do anything with that.
It's impossible.
Okay, so the radicals you can multiply together, and then, oh, how coincidence. Well, I did do it right there. All right, distribute that radical 3 and tell me what you guys get. Cube on.
Radical 18 plus 3, or plus 7 radical 3.
Right. Always put your number, your integer number first, your rational number first, and then the square root or radical goes after it. Do not write radical 3 times 7.
That would
Then
be
you can break it up.
Right? Ooh, can we simplify more?
Yeah.
Which part can we simplify, Al?
18 to 9 and 2.
3 radical 2 plus 7 radical 3. Yes, no?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Distribute that next one. Henry, what do we get?
Radical 40 plus 9 radical. Yeah, 9 radical 5.
9 radical 5.
Fantastic job.
4 and 10.
Cool.
Are you serious?
You can still simplify it.
Yeah.
What's 40, Henry?
22. Or no,
4 and 10.
4 and 10.
4 and 10.
And it's 2 radical 10.
Plus
9 radical 5.
9 radical 5.
Oh, that Henry.
Okay? Alright, throw variables into the mix. Throw variables into the mix. Don't skip any steps.
Ever.
Nalty, don't be such a goof.
I got it.
Give it a shot, Kev.
Radical 12x squared minus 3 radical 20x.
Nice. Can you simplify any part of that?
Yeah.
Which part?
Both of them.
Both of them. Very good. Simplify both of them, people. I see a 4 in both of them. 4 times 3 times x squared is actually a perfect square, too. Don't forget about the variables. Okay? Minus 3 times 5 times 4 times x. That one, the variable will not be able to come out. We don't know the square root of x. Who's got the final answer? Go ahead, Nico, rattle it off.
2x radical 3 minus 6 radical 5x.
You were the man. And those are not like
Genius.
radicals?
Genius.
Genius. All right, guys, you guys are doing great.
Thanks, Einstein.
This
All right.
was easy.
Let's just do one of these because it's the same problem over twice to save time. Which one do you guys want to do, the first one or the second one?
Second one's
one.
easier.
Whichever one's easier. Don't be a lazy bum.
Do the first one.
Do the first one. Okay, are we multiplying conjugates there, or are they different? Are they conjugates?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what kind of answer are we going to get?
Rational.
A rational number, okay, where there's no radicals. So, radical 25 minus radical 10 plus radical 10 minus radical 4. Since this only works with conjugates where the middle pieces vanish.
Yeah.
5 minus 2. Did anybody else get 3?
What?
3?
Yeah.
Because what's the square root? What's the square root of 25?
I know.
So
4.
every time you have all radicals in the equation, you'll get an actual number with a radical.
Only when you multiply by its conjugate. I'm going to show you one where you don't.
Oh, so there can be.
Yeah, you're going to see one without. So this one, guys, does give us a rational number because we're multiplying conjugates together. But look at the next page. Trying to save. Is letter C, the conjugates.
No.
Looks like it is, but the coefficient of 2 messes everything up. These are not conjugates. We will not get a rational number here. Everybody do FOIL on it and watch what happens. This is why I don't want you guys to skip steps. Like, forget about the middle 2 pieces. Tricky.
Yeah, well, you won't get a rational number.
That's what I think the answer is.
Is that 3 or 5?
English, please, Henry.
Is that a 25 times 5?
Say again.
Shouldn't it be 25 times 3?
Oh, 3. Yes, good question. You guys changed the radical to a 3, not a 5. Nice catch, Henry.
Two times.
Where did the negative 25 come from?
5 minus
5 minus 30. And then you always put your rational number part first. So negative 25 minus 5 radical 3.
Minus.
I don't
How'd
think
you get 2
negative
times 15?
20. Say again?
How'd you get 2 times 15?
Great question. Do you agree that the end of FOIL is minus 2 radical 225? Okay, what's the square root of 225? Nico?
15
And what's going on between the 2 and the 15?
times 2.
Well, what operation's going on? The multiplication. So that's how I got minus 30. Very good question.
What happened to the negative 2 radical 75?
Ah! This is where nobody caught last period. I don't think you guys caught it either. Where did Jesus did negative radical 75 come from?
Here's this one.
Guess what radical 75 minus 2 radical 75 is? Negative 1 radical 75. Or just negative radical 75. So I combined my like terms there. Very good question.
So then you get 5 minus 25 and 3 minus 30.
That's a tough one. All right, next one. Radical. 7 plus 4, radical 7 plus 4 quantity squared. That does not make radical 49 plus 16. That's what kids want to do. Well, this one's the easiest problem I've ever seen. It's radical 49 plus 16. No, that does not work that way. Because you get, what do you get if you do it the right way?
Trinomial.
Well, you get middle, you do, but you get middle pieces. So what you got to do is you got to do FOIL on this. Write it out. Radical 7 plus 4. I can't write today, people. I apologize. Radical 7 plus 4 times itself. And you got to do the whole FOIL thing.
How is it?
Say again.
What if you have to go?
It's a perfect square trinomial, actually.
Yeah, but if you have to, like for the second step outside, you have to multiply radical by.
Hold on, we just slap together, remember? What's radical 7 times 4? 4 radical 7. So I'm getting radical 49 plus 4 radical 7 plus 4 radical 7 plus 16. Okay? There's these middle terms, guys, that you don't get when you do it the lazy way.
Yeah, it's not the difference of 2 squares.
7 plus 8 radical 7 plus 16. 23 plus 8 radical 7. 23 plus 8 radical 7.
How'd you get 8?
4 plus 4.
What's 4 radical 7 plus 4 radical 7?
I had you like middle terms. Oh.
Those are like terms. Those are the adding part of it.
Can we just not do dividing today?
No, we gotta do dividing.
Oh,
Dividing's easy. All right.
Dividing's easy?
Good luck. Hey, everybody, good luck with E. Go.
I don't want to have good luck.
My brain.
You're being ignored.
I think I'm scary. Wait till you meet your first boss.
I'll be the boss.
You got an answer?
No, I was wondering, I have a question for Steve. I'm still on the part where I got negative 20. Well, how do you get the negative 25? Again, why would it be 25 minus 2?
Where's negative 25? I don't see negative 25 anywhere.
Wait, I think Mr.
Oh, is your final answer?
You can't see me.
Yeah.
What's 5 minus 30?
Mr. Pansini, was your
But
first job
why
at
wouldn't you multiply 5 first? Like the
What's
25,
the name of the second
this
job?
25 has to be 3.
I never know.
That's 5 radical 3.
Losing
I get the money Pansini until it's
These are not like that, so you can't combine them.
Indiana.
Yeah, what if I go to Indiana?
Okay, well, yeah, I have to.
No, you've got to show all your work here, dude. You're skipping steps and you're missing
Mr.
things.
Pansini, was your first job at Mini Pansini?
I had about 5,000 jobs when I was
Paperboard?
in high school.
5,000?
Was your first boss scary?
Yes. With my dad.
Oh no. My dad
Your
was
dad's
fired in middle
No,
of
my dad's cool.
I never
My dad scares me.
Sean, that
Oh,
makes sense?
your dad's amazing.
Yeah, your dad's a man.
It's all those phone calls.
Yeah, I know. How'd you know that?
Oh, what? I'm just saying from you being bad.
Alec is never bad.
Never, ever for me.
Ever.
In his life, ever.
Squirrely, yes. Bad, no.
Mr.
It'd be weird if I knew that.
Hey, did anybody think they got E right?
Yeah.
Boo! Get out
Let's
of
hear
here,
it.
White Sox.
Oh, I just did the first.
Oh my God. Let me get a final answer for E.
We're gonna beat you up.
3 radical 9.
I got it.
Go Cubs, go!
What these guys are doing? Oh, they're doing
Oh,
2 radical 6 plus 3 radical 3 times radical 6 minus 5 radical 3.
that's all you guys are doing at this point. It's May, people, 8th grade. Seriously, get on with it.
This is hard stuff, Mr. Jonas.
That? Do that in my sleep.
Oh, please.
Right? That's so wrong.
Come on, does everybody think they got the answer to this one? Try it. All right, Briggs, let's hear it.
What's 2 radical 3 minus 21 radical 3?
I got times radical 2.
Hold on, I'm
Oh
doing
yeah,
it.
and yeah.
Any luck, Quinlivan? All right. Briggs,
Wait, I'm
I did 9.
Briggs, when you're showing your work, you're getting a lot of these right. Watch.
What's 2 radical
First.
36?
12.
Just 12.
2 radical 36 is 12. Here we go. First, 2 radical 36. Let's see what you were saying now, Nico. Outside, minus 10 radical 18.
Oh, I got the answer.
Inside, plus 3 radical 18. Last, minus 15 radical 9.
Wait,
I got the answer. Who's got the answer?
I got the answer, I think.
Let's
I
hear
also
it.
have the answer.
Go ahead, McNulty. Rick already said it, but let's hear what you got.
Oh, okay. I didn't combine my like terms, but that's okay. It's gonna be negative 33 minus 7 radical 18.
You didn't simplify your 7 radical 18 yet. You're going to get the right answer. Simplify it.
42 radical 2.
Not even close.
Minus
Okay, here we go. 12 minus 7 radical 18 minus 45.
Wouldn't there be 12 radicals?
I was close.
Wait,
Right?
wait,
It's negative 33 minus 2 radical.
how'd you even get 12?
Okay, what's the square root of 36, Al?
6.
What do you do with the 6 and the 2 that's already there?
12. What is that, 12 radical 6?
No. The 36 that comes out is the perfect square. Think.
Use your brain.
Radical 36, guys, equals 6. Now, I'm going to go negative 33 minus 7 radical 9 times 2. I can simplify my radical 18. Negative 33 minus 21 radical 2. If you can do that one, you totally get this.
Genius.
I got it
know
right.
Quinlivan, questions?
I got it.
You got it. Way to go, kid.
Oh, I didn't simplify. Oh, no, sorry.
Right. That's what McNulty had, negative 33 minus 7 radical 18. You've got to look to simplify. Look for 9s, 4s, 16s, 25s.
Like, are you
30.
All right. Let's do a little bit of dividing.
It's so hard to find real
We only have
stuff.
7 minutes.
We'll be all right. Hey, we cannot have a what in the what?
A radical in the denominator.
Exactly. A radical in the denominator.
You can't have a rock in your heart.
Why would you not want to have a rock in your heart?
That wouldn't be healthy. You
We have heart stones at.
No,
Yeah.
kidney
You
stones.
can't have a
Okay. This is called, know this expression, people, when you guys go over to Maine South. Rationalize, it's a
can't
Z,
have rationals.
I'm not gonna
your
remember anything
denominator.
in December.
Yeah, guys, do not go over there and say, I don't remember anything.
Do you get a
That's
get over
exactly what I'm
No, no packet. Guys, the phrase rationalize your denominator means to get rid of all your square roots in the denominator. Now, I've showed you guys a couple tricks so far. I'm going to show you guys another trick right now. Simplify first. Hello, dear.
August 15th.
Yeah.
Block party with me.
If we're invited, we'll probably have school.
Oh, when is their school?
No, we'll already be in school.
When is Space
Oh, you know what? I think we're going to go camping that weekend. Oh, it's a Tuesday. of
Camping.
September.
Fun.
We're going to go camping that weekend, kids. with
Yeah.
Jerry and Billy.
I guess you won't be at the block party.
Oh, man, okay.
Why do you have to do it that weekend?
That's like the only weekend the kids are not playing that we're not in Spooner and the kids are not playing softball, baseball.
I think the kids decided they want to camp. My golf cart.
What's that?
Kids get to decide.
Okay, that's fine, but Jerry and Billy are gonna be pissed.
Okay, it's fine.
Jerry and Billy.
Those are my brothers.
They ain't gonna be
We
happy.
gotta go. We do dad camping weekend.
They ain't gonna be
Very
happy.
fun. You guys wanna go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even little.
Invite me.
All right.
Can I sit in the car?
Huh?
I have a pop-up.
Really? Can we borrow it?
It's in Michigan.
Oh, in Michigan. All right.
Unless
Guys,
you're in Michigan, you can
when-
pick it up.
Before you start rationalizing your denominator, we found it's a lot easier to simplify your denominator first. Watch this. Radical 10. Oh, radical 10 you can't do anything with.
Nope.
2. What perfect square is inside radical 32 that you guys are seeing all the time now?
16 times 2.
16 times 2. Very good. Okay? So take the denominator and make it more rational.
Alright.
Okay? So it would be radical 10 over
Didn't we do this? 8 radical
8 radical 2.
That's what I'm thinking.
Very good. Look how much we've changed the radical 32 all the way down to
So such
radical
thing as
2 in one
radical
step.
1.
Now, what would we say again?
So such thing as radical 1.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, it makes 1.
One.
Do we have that in the problem?
No. Using radical 1 doesn't help you in any way. Okay. What would you multiply top and bottom by to rationalize your denominator now?
8.
2.
No, 8.
Yeah, radical 2.
They want to do 8 radical 2, but why do it by the 8?
Why?
We don't. All we need to do is the radical part.
Radical 2.
So let's multiply top and bottom by just the radical part, radical 2 over radical 2. You could do it by 8 radical 2, but all of a sudden you get something huge. You don't want that.
And you're like, nah, man.
Radical 20 over 8 radical 4. You probably are not going to write that step out, but if you do, that's fine. What's the square root of 4? What do you do with the 2 and the 8? Radical 20 over 16. Not done yet. Radical 20 can be simplified. No, do not simplify 16. It's not a radical. That's what kids start taking 16 at the bottom and they put it 4.
Can you do it the other way where you multiply both by 8 radical 2?
You could. That would be the long way, though.
I did it and I still got it wrong.
That's, well, I'd have to look at your work. 1. Hey, it simplifies. You get 2 radical 5 over 16. 2 radical 5 over 16. They're both divisible by 2. Final answer. Radical 5 over
Oh, I
8.
actually got it right.
Not same.
Radical 5 over 8.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. We'll try to finish these tomorrow. Signing off. I apologize for